there was this old man. He lived in North Carolina, and he had a large farm, but he was getting old. And through the years, he had put a farm pond out the back of his property. He had the landscaping done immaculately. He had a barbecue pit. He had a picnic table. He had some fruit trees. And he had the pond done up with a dock and a pontoon on it. And one day, it was late in the afternoon, and he worked hard again. He thought he would go to this pond and brought a bucket with him so he could bring back some fruit. And as he as they approached the pond, he heard some laughter. He heard some joyous splashing. And as he approached the pond, he realized there was a group of young women swimming naked in his pond. They were skinny dipping. And he walked up and made his presence known to them. And of course, what do you think they did? They went to the deep end. And finally, the leader of the group of young women said, "Hey, you can't even believe we're going to be getting out of this this pond while you're here." He says, "Oh, that's all right. Go on about your business. I just came down to feed the alligators." Now, the moral of that story is that old men may move slow, but they think fast. We've had plenty of opportunities for thinking this weekend, and isn't it amazing serendipity when we can have something up on the wall that you don't even plan? Many of you know that I cycle regularly, and Lance Armstrong would be an inspiration not only to cyclists, but it's a worldwide phenomenon, even if you don't care about cycling. And this is this year's picture. New team. He came back from retirement after 7 Tour de France's, and he brought back his manager, and he managed a place on the podium at the Tour de France last year, the oldest person ever. And his team manager's written a book. Johan Brunel is his name. And Johan said that if we're going to expend a big block of energy in doing something, we might as well win. If we're going to invest the time and effort and put that first burst in that it takes just to get started, we might as well win. Well, that's a part of my message for you this weekend. You have heard a heap of information this week. We might as well take that information and win with it. And win in this case is not a selfish thing. It's not a competitive thing. It's a matter of winning because it's essential that our message get out. It's essential that our service be given to the community. I asked for a better position to follow than the community-oriented talk that you just saw. Full of ideas. But here's the kicker. At some point, you have to take that great together and do something with it. If we don't do something, we're never going to achieve the growth in chiropractic, the impact on the community that we should have. There's a philanthropist and CEO from a large company called Norton Simon